Hi guys. Well, it's around 11 o'clock here in Greece. I know this is frustrating to some, but don't worry. Many of you are going to go out of Earth administration, and those videos are gonna continue. You know, it's not that I have the charisma of the rates and I can deliver those great lectures LRH did. But I can tell you that all I've been trying to do is to gather people under the banner of LRH. And I do not see it. So, there's three conditions here. There's a volunteer, there is a person who is going to give their email and just receive communication, and then there is spectators. And of course there have been some people who have been like trolls or nuisance or whatever it's called, and they have gone, they did not understand anything. Unfortunately, the spectators also have to go, because this is supposedly, I said this afternoon that I have been putting a lot of my attention units here. So maybe I made a mistake. Maybe this group should be a closed group to some people. But I believe that people understand. Of course, we have the problem of distance, and that's a very big problem. You have to be OT to, overcome the problem of distance. So, to that degree, we have not overcome the problem of distance. The FreeZone has not overcome the problem of distance. This is why I said the FreeZone is out of communication, because the mass universe is impinging on Scientologists, and Scientologists have not created a network of people. There's quarrels, there's fights, there's everything, and I'm not with that. I'm fed up with that, and this is why I created Earth Administration. And I'm fed up a bit with, spectators. Spectators are not that bad, but they do not belong in Earth Administration. So, I will be announcing some names. If you want to answer, say, I want to belong here, so at least give us your email, it's it's such a struggle, even to collect some thousands of emails. People should come up and say, hey, I have, 20 emails of Scientologists, just get them and send them stuff, And what would Scientologists do? Sue me? Because of the GDPR of Europe now that they can enforce, all this breaking the communication lines of the world. Elrace has said, that we have a break in life. And he meant that in the 60s and the 70s. And before the dark curtains or whatever he said, I do not exactly recall, fall on the world. And they are falling, and they have fallen, And we don't give either our email. So there's three conditions. Volunteers, who are the highest top condition on Earth Administration, they belong here. Then there's those people who are going to give their emails and they belong here. They don't want to, necessarily do more things, but they can receive a newsletter. And there's the spectators. The spectators do not belong here. And of course, the trolls or the enemies or the anti-Scientologists do not belong here. So I'm going to do some clear up. And I'm very sorry about this. I was never like that. But it looks like people are indifferent. Maybe it's the distance. Maybe it's the Facebook. The Facebook is not like like an org. It is not. But I have been calling people to form an org of volunteers. Like 5-6 people. We have been talking, actually 10, for a year now, and we're trying to do this and saying that. Maybe it cannot be done. I cannot, guarantee that it can be done. But I thought it could be done. And maybe it can be done with people who do not know Scientology, and they need to have a share of some wins finally in this lifetime. Because some people who got their share, as I said this afternoon, they're sitting on their butt, they're sitting on their tech, and they do nothing much. Auditors out of communication. Every auditor is on their own practice. So of course, there is different orgs around the world. I cannot deny that. But come on, where is the combined effort? Where is all this thing? Anyway, I will sound very, very, very low tone. I know. Some people have mentioned that this is very bad PR, but we're not talking about PR here. We're talking about ethics, and the minimum of ethics, the reducible minimum that can be, is to give your email. I mean, if you want to belong in this group, you can give your email. Otherwise, there's going to be 5 people in the group instead of 95, which are now. But I don't care. You can go to Free Scientologist, you can go to whatever other group, where the chit chat. This was supposed to be an action group. And because I believe that we can overcome the distance through ARC, I believed that people would understand that, and they would come along and say, hey, I can contribute, I can devote 2 hours or a month or something. But no, I mean, it's just 5-6 people. So those who do not contribute, they're just spectators. They do not belong on Earth Admin Station, because Earth Admin Station supposedly is an action thing. It's an action thing. I don't know if it's going to succeed. I cannot guarantee you that. I said, the less resources you have, the more genius you have to inject into the situation. And I have run out of genius. I'm not LRH, I'm not a genius. I know admin, I know better than most, I guess, Scientologists. I know the power of the third dynamic is the symbol of the Sea Org, the 3 seagulls, going up. But people apparently are into their own thing. I'm sorry, okay, I'm not asking for you to sign a billion contract that I have. I don't know why I signed that contract. It looks like, okay, it's maybe I'm stuck, for 1 billion years with Scientology. I don't know. That's weird. That's insanity. It's like reaching and can't be reaching. It's trying to withdraw and not being able to withdraw. So either we move forward, or we keep the free zone as it is, stagnant waters, everybody, doing their own thing, not really in communication. No, that's not for me. Okay? So, 3 conditions. You want to be a volunteer? Well, that's the highest. You can devote 5 hours a month, man, or woman, 5 hours a month. Oh my God, too much. It's 5 hours a month. All right. Second, lower. Just give us your email, and you'll be on this group. You don't want to be a volunteer, you don't want to give your email, you're out of here, because you're a spectator. There is some people who are commenting, all right, like Glenn Weiss, and some others. I'm not going to take them out, even if they don't want to give their emails. But the rest, who are not even talking, or are coming out and saying, oh, blah, 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 and are not contributing to anything, what am I supposed to do with those people? It's already hard because of the distance. It's already hard. There's no work. You see, I'm in a kitchen. It's very bad PR, but I don't mind. I know the power of admin tech. And if you believe it too, and if you believe, not me, LRH and admin tech, You're gonna see in a couple of years what's this gonna look like. All right, so you can give us your email, and that's the first priority. You can receive a newsletter. We can, if you don't want to be a volunteer, okay, hang on, and just lurk there and be a lurker and see, but not be a spectator, please. It's of course everybody has businesses and jobs to do and things to do, but you can comment on something, like get interested. All right, so this is it. I don't know how I'm gonna go about this. It sounds pretty bad. I know it sounds pretty bad. There's some people who really do not belong here, and there's some people who belong here, but they don't know it. They don't know it. They don't care. They think this is a little thing, and I can tell you this is not a little thing. This is the admin missing from the FreeZone is a huge out point. Is a huge out point. All right, admin missing from the FreeZone is a huge out point, and it's not that I cognite. I always knew it, but I just decided last summer to do something about it. I know it's a pain in the ass. I know it's bad. It's coming like very critical and very, criticizing everybody and blah blah blah. The FreeZone is out of communication, but tell me, isn't it really? So that's the news, and I don't know, maybe I'll do more of those videos. I know they are frustrating, even for me. They're long, da-da, da-da, da-da. But there is no live communication, actually. Everybody has a group, and everybody does not appear on screen, even, if they don't look good, like I don't look good. But I don't care. Can you get the sit-in? Can you get, my words? Can you get the admin thing? We have the tech. We can do things. The world doesn't know about Aziznes. Who knows about Aziznes? Nobody knows about Aziznes. I mean, too few. And they keep it, for themselves. No. That knowledge is not to be kept for yourself. That knowledge has to be disseminated, and people, like children, need to know to get like a contact assist. A contact assist. So, such an incredible technology for babies, for children. Children need to know about misunderstood words, about ARC, like, where is the break? Is it in affinity? Is it in reality? Is it in communication? I mean, elementary things that Scientology is not really making it to make those things understood. And you know why? Because we don't have the emails. we should have like thousands of emails. I don't care. This video may sound like, and it is actually, I admit, like too long. But why would you? I mean, of course, you would listen to an LRH lecture for an hour. All right, he no comparison here. But in the 21st century, I don't know who would you listen to for an hour. All right, so. Let me say this. This is very, very, very important. It's and I don't remember the exact reference, but I do remember a quote, and it says, it's the size of your mail list that makes the difference. The size of your mail list and the size of your, mails out. Well, this can be interpreted in the 21st century is the size of your email list. and your emails out. All right. And there was a woman, I don't recall her name. Anyway, I don't know why I mentioned her, but that blonde lady, she had done the surgery. I don't remember. She sent some thousands of emails, to some Scientologists, and there was a panic. Why? Because it's quantity first. It's quantity. We have quality. We have a certain type of quality. We have the tech, we have assistance, we have ARC, we have KRC, the formula of communication. We have so many things. PTS technology, self-analysis, Dynetics. We have so many things. So we have quality. That's for sure. What we don't have? Well, we don't have quantity. And that's what you don't understand. And that's what you you think Theo is going mad, and Theo is delivering all these type of lectures and blah blah blah, and no, Theo is not going mad. Theo has understood some things and has applied those things to his business. I have been sending 200,000 emails per month for years, 3-4 years. And I got 6,000 clients, out of those emails. So I know what I'm talking about. Okay, how can you overcome, the privacy thing and the protection of data thing and all this bullshit, Well, we're partisans. We're not the Church of Scientology. We're not the European Union. We are a bunch of people who have understood who we are and who people are, and that we're spiritual beings, and we want to say this to people. That's all. So it's quantity, and emails are gonna handle that. Of course, if I got one email, of Scott Gordon, who with pleasure gave out his emails and said, send me emails, and nobody else answered, it means that either Earth Administration is not reaching, or the people who saw that, because there are some people, and I cannot see on Facebook lately who sees the postings, I don't know why, do not respond. So they are spectators. So I'm sorry, they do not belong to Earth Administration. Because if they don't get that, because already says, if an executive does not understand this, that it's the size of the mail list, he is in treason. And of course, I'm not expecting people to become executives right of hand, but I would expect them to understand that there is gradients, and Theo is doing something, and maybe Theo needs to be helped on some things, and maybe, these 40 minutes or 30 minutes this video was worthwhile, because I don't see anybody else. Talking sense. I don't see anybody else coming out and saying, hey, exposing myself and saying, fuck you guys, I don't need you, okay? All right, you want to be a spectator? Get out of here. You want to give us your email? Stay here, by all means, and you have the right to stay here. You want to be a volunteer? Oh, welcome. You want to be staff? Well, we don't have staff. We don't have staff because we're not signing contracts here, because we have all been betrayed by contracts. What did I say then? You know what I did say? I committed the 2 crimes in this universe. I'm here and I'm communicating. That's what I did. But fuck you guys, I don't care about that. I don't care, because you know this, being there and communicating. And I'm gonna persist, and I'm gonna communicate more and more and more, and I'm gonna commit the crime of being here and communicating, because, before I drop this body, I will tell you something. I've had wins, and I'm not compromising them. because some people, they're out, because Facebook cannot connect us all. Of course, we're not all in the same time zone and everything. But hey, there's people here. There's 95 or 98 people on this group. 20 maybe are commenting. Where are the rest? They don't care. They're just gonna be part of a group. And a Facebook group. As if Facebook is a platform that is gonna save them. Wake up, guys. Wake up, guys. This person in the 21st century, LRH mentioned that, the curtains are falling, and you're, behind the curtains now, and there's no chance. Okay, I understand you became older. All right. Well, let's help the younger ones. Help the younger ones. Why don't you help the younger ones? Why don't you take a gun, and, go up that hill and, keep the guard there? What did I ask you to do? Sign a billion-year contract, which I have signed? All right. Well, that's Theo. I'm sorry. Those who like me, like me. Those who don't like me, please step off just yourself. I mean, I don't have to do it. I just did that with Andy Knowles, and I'm going to do it because he's an anti-Scientologist. He's completely gone wild, and crazy. But if you think that there is something in Scientology, then you need to put your shoulder, and to the wheel, or whatever it's called, the expression, I can talk Greek. If I talk Greek to you, you will not understand anything. So I'm making an effort. I've been making an effort in English, and I'm committing the 2 crimes in the universe. That's what I understand. I'm here and I'm communicating, and I will keep on committing those 2 crimes in the universe. I'm sorry. So, you don't want to hear about it? Go. Or give us your email, or even better, become a volunteer and devote 5 hours of your life every month, to be doing something. All right? Okay, well, it's already 11:15. I have to go. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.